I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's Godan. Taking it slow and low. This was a concept of gameplay that I had come up with to maximize the potential for your gaming pleasure, for my gaming pleasure. And that was to maximize every castle level at a pace where it did not outrun the limit of your Titans. But with this recent AI change, the game has changed. Still take it slow and low, but up to a certain point, because the changes are drastic. How drastic? Well, let's consider the way that we played the game yesterday compared to the way that we can play today. Well, I had a nice chat with Bata regarding the game, and one of the comments was the devs had so many complaints from max players that were getting castle hits from players with troops level 17 who have overpowered Titans, and this is the way they try to stop that. And we can say it isn't really fair that people try to get max just to find out the bigger they get, the more vulnerable they are. Now you can read our conversation in the video with this thumbnail. Player noticed. So let's take into consideration this new AI. So I'm going to show you my setup, right? This is what I've always used against a Solzar base. I'll deselect this. We're going to set this all up from scratch. Roughly from scratch. So there's the defender, right? Here's the maxed out fire cloak, right? Just looking at these two things, we'll take a look. Fire's 100%, poison's 100%, ice is at 60, armor's at 88. Now we're going to increase nothing but our resistances. Why? Venom Touch should do enough damage as is. So we put on the Iron Guard, and it increases our armor up to 118. Ice is still 60%. Not a problem, right? So let's take a look. Let's see what other relics we have. We're going to go up against a Solzar base, so it's going to be all fire. Just to play this safe, what is this? Health, resist against melee, armor. We don't need more armor, right? Everyone says all you need is 90% resist on an element. We're going to go a little bit further. We're going to be well over 100%, and we're going to increase the armor. So our armor is now 136%, and we're going to throw on some good measure for health. Now let's take a look at what we got. We're going to throw on the Terra Firma, because that gives me the most health out of all the other relics that I have. Snow boots, 40% in resistance to ice. That's good. That is good. Oops. 40% Goliath's health, resistance to earth. We're going to go with the snow boots. Why? It'll max out my ice as well, right? So here we go. 50%, 100%, 100%, 100%. Well over, plus 136%. Nothing for damage. So troops, we're going to solo this base like we would have soloed it in the past. Grenadiers target everything now, so it doesn't matter what we have. We're going to go with shields. We have 4 shields that are supposed to be boosted now, right? They're supposed to be stronger. So here we go, 1.5 million against Venom Tusk. This is the new AI. This is a base that I would have been able to easily beat. If you look back at any of my past videos, Solzar was of no consequence. So here we go. We're going to draw Solzar all the way in. We're not going to freeze him, we're just going to try to bring him in close to us. I don't expect my troops to last, but maybe they will. I'm not going so great with the cats because of the, like, there you go, militia gun, right? Just like that. Militia is done. Cats are coming in, a few Imperials are coming in, all the Grenadiers are all around us. They're coming in fast. So we're going to take these guys out and we're going to use them. just froze Salazar. I'm going to hit him with the lightning. That was excellent job. Needed that. Let's see what we can do against this Godan. Am I hitting Salazar? What kind of health does Salazar have now? He's not going down 2 blows. Okay, there we go. 4 blows and Salazar's down. Now, it all depends on the skill set of each individual Titan, how he buffs the Grenadiers. With the sheer number of them, and looking at the damage that I'm taking, I don't know if I can outlast this number of Grenadiers, but we'll see. I have 1 more shield spell left. I don't dare bring out my reinforcements to cats, because they're going to be targeted. Everything is being targeted now by range troops. I must say that I did just fail this base, and I'll show you my failure, of course. The only thing I did differently was I changed some of my relics. I took off my damage relics, I took off my Great Plague, and I took off my Tainted Bow. And there we go. That's how I'm going to have to do these bases with Salazar. Man, I tell you, unbeatable, maybe not, but much harder, yes. Will I try this with Edilis? I don't think so. I don't think we can do what we did before, but I'll come back to this base. So the game sound was a little high on that last video, that last little clip. That was a battle that I lost against Salazar. Salazar bases are hard now. Grenadiers have come up in the ranks as something that's valuable and an asset. So now, using Rangers will become difficult on the offense. Most likely they'll succeed on the defense. So we're going to have to think of some new strategies of how to take on garrisons, take on lands. And in most instances, whenever you would use an Edilis, you would use Imperials, right? That's what he buffs. But in this case, it's not going to work. I had to switch and move something else. Because if you want to have a variety of gameplay and not just use champions and infiltrators and continue to use rangers, we're going to have to rework this and figure out how to do this. Because our terror spells, depending on the level, have a much smaller radius and a much shorter duration. So even the rage spell has been nerfed per se, as they don't last as long. I don't know if I'm going to have a clip of that being shared today, but I tell you, it's like a snicker or a snarl as I share it on the band app. It's no longer a rage. These changes are going to make it difficult for some lower level players, but as it was brought out, this may be a perfect balancing of the game. With the troop training times having been revamped, the troops that seem to be overpowered take longer to train. So we have to use a variety of troops to play, or just simply raid less. So what this may do is make it so that same level players attack same level players. There may still be those who attack high, there may still be those who attack low, but that may be something of the past. It more likely will be a balancing of same level garrison hits. High level players hit high level players. Low level players hit low level players. Reason being is the troop loss. Losing a lot of troops in battles now at the increased times of training is making it difficult for many. I have not spent too much time raiding quite yet. I'm just trying to get a feel of what can be done. And in this case, I'm using Grenadiers. Why? They'll shoot at everything now. So, understanding the new AI and figuring out what is taking place is going to be the challenge now for most players. But overall, I have a good feeling about this. I think this is going to be a bonus for the game once we get past these hard hurdles. And there we have it. a different way to play. $5.9 million defense down. So that last battle was 5.9. This is just over 1 million. But watch this. Maybe the AI has changed in more ways than one. Level 51, Ranger. Basic garrison map. Panthers to one side, Imperials to another with a few Grenadiers. A fraction of the strength of the prior battle. I'm using the same setup, same exact troops, just a slightly different layout, trying to do the draw, since kiting may be a thing of the past. Grenadiers waste no time targeting troops. Look at the circumference, the radius of that terror spell. But keep your eye on the two Titans. Now we talk about using the map. That's using the map. So here we go, same land. We're going to try this again. Remember, Imperials are what would run with Daedalus. And like Ladega or any of the cat buffing Titans may not be used as much anymore due to the 10 minutes per cat training time. So we've got to find other ways. There's so much to talk about, and I'll probably have a stream this weekend to talk about the AI changes, but I just wanted to give a heads up, showing what could be done now compared to what could be done in the past. Now, a lot of the lands I hit earlier today, I had a hard time with, and I was even using Venom Tusk, my max Venom Tusk, against lands that I would have easily have beaten in the past that I'm struggling with now. The troop buffing Titans, especially for those buffing Grenadiers, seem to be overwhelmingly strong at this time. So don't take Grenadiers for granted, don't take Archers for granted. And all the Titans that buff those troops, Archers and Grenadiers, you may want to keep them, especially as a low-level player. Even a level 2 Titan or a 2-star Titan or a 3-star Titan that has great buffs for those troop types may be exactly what you need to grab a foothold for success right now with the AI changes. So definitely see what you can do, experiment, figure out what works for you, because what worked in the past may not work again today. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, relax, enjoy, be balanced, have fun, and take care.